going live. Yeah. Oh wow. Who would have thought hitting the live button would have made me go live? You know, I was wondering, sitting here, like, why am I not live? And it's because I didn't click the go live button. Oh, I cracked myself up. All right. Let me verify all my stuff's good. You might double hear me. Not hitting the live button would have made me go live. Okay, so it's double. Hello, Jeffrey. Just talked to you earlier. Hello, how you doing? Let's see here. Yeah, stream's good. Stream seems to be good. Now I wait so we can talk about Hartley Sawyer and channel stuff, cause lighting, background, mic, camera. It's gonna be tough for like this. I mean, yeah, just this is gonna change quite a few times, so it's gonna be very interesting to see how this goes. But for now, Kevin the Speedster. Hey man, how was your day? My day was interesting. First day at a new job, and I find out that Hartley Sawyer is fired from the Flash. So that was a very great start to a new day at a job. So yeah, that was my day. Hope you guys had a good day too. I didn't really get all the news until after I had gotten off work, so all the news just kind of came to me around midday, a little bit later than midday, so it's very interesting. But yeah, I wanted to talk about Hartley Sawyer stuff. And sorry if I'm talking kind of quietly. I am in a hotel. And the walls are very thin, or I assume they are. There's a screaming child in the other room, but yeah, so I might be a little quiet. It is kind of late my time, so I don't imagine I'll be doing this. And someone's calling me. One second, guys. Am I good? Fuck. Okay. Hold on, guys. Yeah, that would be that's the downside of using your phone as a... Oh, there goes my camera. 1 second, guys. As you can tell, 1 second. Alright, let's try this. Hopefully that worked. I think that worked. Please tell me that worked. Let me get to you guys. My camera is very iffy. Yeah, still mixed about this news. It's going to be sad not seeing Ralph on the show. It is going to be very sad, and I think the worst part about it is, I was talking about with one of you guys on my Instagram. Let me know if the camera's fine. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm using my phone as my camera because I am traveling. I don't have the luxury of... I can see my Yep, there it goes. Yeah, seeing Ralph off the show is gonna be really strange, especially when they just brought in Sue Dibney. So gave me Sue Dibney and then immediately took her away, or at least the potential of a great storyline. So that's the number one thing I'm really concerned about. I don't want to get into the whole logistic of it and as to why he was fired. Hey Tyler, how you doing? So camera, hold on guys. I'm like I said, it's my first time doing this, and I'm in a very jerry-rigged setup. But yeah, this is more of a test stream if anything. But yeah, the whole Hartley Sawyer stuff, getting back to that, it's very if you guys don't know why he got fired, it was mainly because of some tweets he put out there. I'm not going to share them. I don't want to get in trouble for that. but I do want to say that I think that people can change. I've changed. I think adults can change too. So saying that he was an adult, he knew what he was tweeting was a very I don't want to say ignorant, but very almost hypocritical thing to say, because we change every day. We change on a daily basis. So saying that Hartley Sawyer couldn't have changed from 5, 6, 7 years ago is kind of an ignorant statement. And I do understand why he got fired from a business perspective, but from a fan's perspective, like we all are here, it's very disappointing, because like I said, I was really looking forward to Sue Dibney, and we had so much. We had the death of Sue, we had them getting married and becoming the famous Sue Dibney, because she's just Sue Dearborn right now. Are they going to recast Sue Dearborn? Are they going to we don't know. It's just like with the Batwoman. Oh god, we got a lot of Batwoman news to cover too. I hope that I hear a new actor / recast Ralph and Sue are my new favorite TV couple. Yeah, I 100% agree there. Ralph and Sue, I mean, I know the CW has their relationships, and that just comes with a CW show, but Ralph and Sue are the I don't want to say the, what's the word I'm looking for? They're just the most iconic DC, couple in my opinion, next to Barry and Iris, or any other DC, because they change so often. You have Barry and Patty, Barry and Iris, and Batman. He's gone through what, Talia, Catwoman, and I think Sue Dearborn or Sue Dibney and Ralph are just the power couple of DC, in my opinion. So seeing them on in the show like this was rewarding, and then they took it away just like that. So that's disappointing. This reminds me of the whole James Gunn thing. Yeah, I was going to bring that up. Thank you for reminding me. James Gunn, they fired him for some tweets he said. It had been 12 years ago now, 11 years ago now. And he was currently working on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And now the Suicide Squad. And they hired him back after a lot of outcry from fans like myself. And I think that was the wise decision. I don't think anyone could have written a better Suicide Squad, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I think James Gunn needed to be in that, and I just, this is just the same exact situation, and it's the same company. It's still Warner Brothers. Yes, there's Warner Brothers Television, which is what this is, and then you have all the Warner Brothers Media and the movies and all that, and there's two different heads, two different chairs, and this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, it's a business thing, and there's nothing we can do. They don't want negativity and a negative fan base going around. Actually, funny thing is, the Iris West fan base, I hear, is what started this. I don't know if that's true, but Iris, god damn it. Clark and Lois. Yeah, are you referring to the Superman show that's coming? They were about to film their pilot. I'm very excited. I don't know much about that show yet, other than I think Ma Kent dies. She has a heart attack or something. I don't know the legitimacy of that, but that's going to be very interesting. I personally think they're on a level of Green Arrow and Black Canary level of comic. Or I personally think they're on the level of, that was the other one I was thinking of, Dinah and Oliver. But I was trying to think of something else other than a TV, because you had Oliver and Felicity, and that's what a lot of non-comic book fans are going to know. If you didn't read the comics like me or like Tyler and I were waiting so long for a Green Arrow, Black Canary relationship team up, and they threw that out the window in season 4, and they threw that out the window in season 5, and so on and so forth. They threw it out the window season 1, let's be honest. So we didn't get that. We got little tastes of it in multiverse stuff like in season 8, but we didn't ever really get that. It's easy to replace him with another actor since Ralph can change his looks. You just need to think of an excuse. Maybe you should apply for the role because you really look like him. I would really love to play Ralph Dibney, but two things with that. A, I'm out of state, and B, I'm not old enough to play him or to have the experience yet. Ralph Dibney, he can change his face, yes, so maybe he goes... I mean, they could tie this into the Sue Dibney stuff. Sue Dearborn. She's not Dibney yet. I have to get that in my head. But if they tie that in with the Sue Dearborn stuff, as in like maybe he goes into protective custody or he's hiding his face for the rest of the show, that way he doesn't get killed or something, but he's been shot before in the show and the bullets just bounces off of him because of his skin and the elasticity in his DNA. So don't know how they're going to write that. I'm very intrigued. I don't want him written off the show, and if they do, don't just kill him off screen or something, but we'll see. They casted Lena Lane. Did they? I keep wanting to say Lena Lane. Why does that name sound familiar? I'm not too familiar with Superman mythos, other than, you know, obviously his rogues and all that, and a few storylines, but Lena Lane, I know that's the sister of Lois. Correct me if I'm wrong. They have recasted in the MCU. Yeah, they have. They recasted Rhodey, and they recasted Hulk. They recasted who else? Yeah, but I think the only difference with those guys are that we didn't really have years and years and years and years and years and years and years to bond with those characters. They were in one movie and it's one and done. And Hulk in Avengers was a lot older than in his movie. So I think it's a little bit different of a situation. And it's a movie, not a TV show. We don't see him every single week. So, excuse me. I think it's a little bit different of a situation. They also recasted General Lane. Did they? When? Oh, yeah, they did. They did recast him. Maybe something happens where he's stuck in a particular form, like how Charlie was stuck looking like Amaya. Yeah, speaking of Charlie, I have 2 episodes of Legends left. That was something I wanted to talk about later on. I'll get to that about my Legends reactions, but, yeah, Charlie, she's been a good character this season, so I'm excited to see what they do with her character. Or even Amaya. I don't think they're going to bring Amaya back, but we'll see. Yeah, what could they do with Ralph? We'll see. Yeah, maybe he gets shocked by he gets stuck in a form, they take away his powers or something. Kind of like they did with that face morph thing. They could do something like that, except he's stuck in that form. That'd be pretty interesting. Batwoman was something, I guess she was casted today. I don't know if that's true or not. I was talking to Canada Graphs about it today. I don't know if it's legitimate. I think I'm one of the few people who actually don't mind having a different character. Kate Kane is a character who's always been Batwoman to me. But obviously she's not going to be Batwoman in Batwoman, so that's going to be very ironic, to say the least. So I think I'm okay with this Ryan Wilder character. And, they just released some audition tapes that, if you guys don't know who Paigey is, he just showed some stuff on his Twitter of apparently in one of the casting calls, or not casting calls, the monologues they did or whatever, they mentioned that Kate Kane is dead. So I think that might be the route they're going down, is that Kate Kane is killed by Alice or whatever they're going to do. We'll see. I would prefer they go down that route, but we'll see. Lena Lang is Clark's first girlfriend. Oh, okay. Lena Lang. I keep wanting to say Lane. Lois Lane, not Lang. If you watch Smallville, Lena and Clark were a huge relationship in that show. I started watching Smallville. I couldn't get into it. I was way too busy. And I heard that show was good. And seeing that in Crisis on Infinite Earths was a really good surprise, because I had just started watching Smallville like a few months prior. Didn't get attached to it or anything. I stopped watching it. I was busy. But seeing that in the crossover was absolutely phenomenal. And I'm glad they got him in there. Hush could have killed. Oh, that's right, because he's. I can't believe I'm saying this, but he is now Batman, or Bruce Wayne. So yeah, Hush could kill Kate. He pretends to be Bruce, shows up in the tower, and just shoots Kate in the back. They don't even need to have her on the show. You just do it off screen, and that takes care of Batwoman. But we'll see what they do there. Just reading the chat now. Yeah, I wonder if I could show you guys that casting call. I know Paigey tweeted about it earlier. We'll see there. Yeah, I don't know how I would link that yet. I wonder what's going to happen with Batwoman and that Batman twist. Yeah, I think Tyler brought up... not Tyler. Who was it that brought it up? What happened with Batwoman? Hush. Yeah, Tyler brought up Hush. That's what the comment I was looking for. So I'm thinking that's what they're going to do with the Batman stuff. That's how they're going to kill off Kate. So that'll be interesting. I think that's the path they're going to go down, but we'll see. I wonder what's going to happen with Batwoman. That Batwoman twist. The actress that plays Vixen is leaving the show. Wait, what? Is Vixen leaving Legends? I'm not caught up, so I have no idea what goes on. I have 2 episodes left. I'm going to be reacting to them, so please no spoilers in the chat. I've not seen them. I will be reacting. So we'll see there. That's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Channel, as you can tell, different background, different mic quality, different lighting, different camera. I know it's stressful for me too. I'm in Washington right now. I'm no longer in California. I will be in Montana next week, so I'll be doing a lot of changing of backgrounds and stuff. I will still be on top of reaction videos. Stargirl reaction tomorrow, hopefully, if I can figure out how to get all this stuff down. But don't worry, there will be videos. I just wanted to update you guys there. There will be Rick and Morty reactions. There will be Titan reactions, Doom Patrol. What else is coming out? Swamp Thing, but that's way far away. But yeah, basically normal stuff. We'll see. I'm very interested to see how they do this. And I was reading a comment and didn't realize I didn't say the comment out loud, so I answered it. The comment was, I would love to see you and Natalie Dreyfus, Sue Dearborn on screen. Gosh, that would be epic. Do you need prior acting experience to audition? Why not try to send out your audition tape to the producer? I would love to do that. I would absolutely love it. I think I want to get a little bit of acting training. I think I have the potential to act. I no means a professional actor. I just do it for fun. This thing always turns on at the weirdest times. We'll see. I don't think I'm old enough to be Ralph Dibny, for one, and I can't audition because they don't have a casting call yet. We don't even know if they're recasting, so I can't really do anything in that regard. Also, I just took a new job for a few months, and we'll see how that goes. But for now, we'll see how that goes in terms of acting. I mean, sorry, I'm like half asleep. I had a long day. If they go down to the Death of Kate route, I think it would be a good motivation for Luke to become Batwing. Yes, I've been wanting Luke to become Batwing all season. I mean, I didn't want him to be Batwing season 1. I just wanted him to, like, that whole death of his dad storyline was a really great way to motivate him to get back at that. And I think that with the lack of Kate Kane in his life, he's gonna, if she does die, that's gonna be his, like, breaking point and motivation to be like, first they took my dad, then they took Kate. What are they gonna take next? So I think that's gonna be the next stepping stone in his path to Batwing. Welcome to Washington. You live in Washington. Well, thank you for the welcome. I'm currently in Spokane. I will be here for a week, just chilling. Please do travel vlogs. I don't see Montana or Washington State a lot in vlogs. Well, if you guys want me to do a travel vlog, I still have footage of the plane, but yeah, when I get off work and stuff, I'll maybe walk around a bit. I mean, there's nowhere to walk. It is cold in Washington compared to California. I'm used to like 100 degrees, not this 40, 50 degree stuff, which isn't cold, but just not used to it. But I mean, looking out the window right now, this state is gorgeous. Like, there's so much green and rolling hills and pine trees, and I'm used to sand and desert. And I'm an Anakin Skywalker, okay? I don't like sand. It gets everywhere. But I mean, I know it's nighttime right now and you guys can't see it, but it is gorgeous. I love it here. Tyler says, I will be posting my monologue this week. Awesome. I will be sure to watch that. I forgot to watch the other video you posted. I'll have to watch that before I go to bed. I live in Washington, so welcome, man. Yeah, I'm in Spokane. I was in Seattle yesterday. Seattle, oh man, I got pictures and a video of Seattle. It was gorgeous. That's why one of the reasons I wanted to do this live stream. I know it's a super messy live stream. My camera angle is not that great. My quality is not that great. It's my first ever live stream officially on this channel. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update, and I think it'd be fun to talk to you guys live because I don't think I've ever talked to you guys live before. So this is fun, and there's only 7 of you right now, or technically 6 because I think I'm counting as a viewer, but it's still fun. Wow, I used to live in California, moved to Washington years ago. Coincidence? Yeah, I'll be going to Montana next week, to work on a job for a few months, and there's something in my eye. Okay, I'm good. I'll be in Montana for a few months, and then I'll be back in California going to acting school, and I will still be making videos, hopefully, if I'm not super busy. And I just won't be able to play a lot of Halo, unfortunately, because there is a new Halo coming out, and I will be playing the hell out of that and posting videos out of that, so look forward to that if you guys like Halo. But yeah. Do you think Green Arrow and the Canaries will be picked up? I think it's a guarantee at this point, to be completely honest. They need a show to get picked up like that. They need a show right now, especially since they have all these open time slots, not just now, but eventually in 2021, because these are going to push a lot of shows back and a lot of scheduling back and a lot of schedules forward. And like now, they just pulled Swamp Thing out of the archive just to fill up a time slot. So in terms of let me fix the camera a little bit, guys, just because you're not seeing a whole, you're just seeing like half of me. It'll be interesting to see how they do the Green Arrow and Canaries spinoff. I think it's going to get picked up. I think, I don't want it to. I'm not interested in it. I think Arrow ended really well, but we'll see what they do. Turn the tables and watch you live for once. Hello, Canada Graphs. Oh, how the turntables have spun. Yeah, this is my very jerry-rigged live stream. Just wanted to give an update on my channel and my thoughts on Hartley Sawyer and Batwoman. I don't remember if you said in the chat whether the when your live stream, sorry, whether you said the Batwoman stuff was BS. It seemed like BS to me, because I know a little bit about that actress too, and I think you mentioned it once, but it seemed a little fishy to me. I know, isn't she a series regular on another show? I think you mentioned that, so I don't think that Batwoman casting is true. But yeah, this whole live streaming stuff is really new to me. Oh, you think it's dead? For those of you who don't know who Canada Graphs is, sorry. Obviously he's from Canada. He takes set photos. That famous Grant Gustin wipes out Alpha-Me the Flash. That's his video, but he knows way more about this than I do. I thought it was gonna get picked up, but if he says it's almost dead, it's probably dead. So there's your answer, Tyler. Have you seen the latest Stargirl episode? It was fire. I will be watching Stargirl tomorrow. I will be reacting to it. I heard it was great. I know it's the Wildcat episode, so I'm very excited for it. And it's just like I said, with this whole moving thing, it's gonna be really difficult to, you know, I'm used to a whole PC, or not PC, desktop setup, and now I'm on my original MacBook that I used to make my very first videos. So throwback Monday, throwback all week, throwback a few months. The site that posted it has no history of breaking scoops, and Vanessa is a regular in Riverdale. So yeah, I thought that it was a little fishy. So sad news in the morning. I don't know what is going to happen now. Like, they will make a recast or not. Ralph and Sue are a really good couple. Have they already fired him, or oh no, he's fired. He's gone. I think he was fired already. They just broke out the news today. Hartley Sawyer has disabled his Twitter. I didn't know that till a few hours ago. It was actually while I was watching Canada Graph's live stream. It was he for those of you who don't know, he made some very questionable tweets, to say the very least. Racist, misogynistic. You guys can decide that for yourself, but I mean, there's really nothing to decide. They were really inappropriate tweets. I said this in Canada Graph's stream. I think that people change, and if he had tweeted them last month, different story, but it's been a few years. I think people change. I've changed politically, socially. I've just changed a lot, and I think that he could have too. Obviously, maybe he's just being, influenced by PR and all that, but maybe he did change. That's not for me to decide. He was fired, and I completely understand why they fired him from a business perspective. But as a fan of the show, and as a fan of the character, and as a fan of Seer Dearbon and her story, it sucks. It really does. So, you still in Spokane or Montana now? I'm in Spokane. I will be in Spokane until Friday, Saturday. I don't know. They haven't really told me, but I'll be in Montana for sure by Monday. So I'll have a different hotel, different background, but loving it in Washington. I love the scenery. I'm used to desert and smog and meth addicts everywhere in my home city. So this is a nice change. I mean, I don't know about drug addicts. There could be drug addicts, addicts everywhere, but from what I've seen, it's a really nice town. I am so cold. I'm shivering like hell. What time is it in Spokane? It's, same time as you, Tyler. It's Pacific Standard Time. It is, oh god, it's 10:11. I should probably end the stream in like 20 minutes. I gotta wake up early. But yeah, it's 22:12, 10:12. So same time. Yeah, I think he could have survived this if it was in a different political climate. It really didn't become a major issue till Sky Jackson elevated the voice on. Yeah, I don't. To be completely honest, I don't know who Sky Jackson is. I thought it was all the Iris stands who caused all this. So that's the impression I was under, and from what I've seen, that's why I thought that one guy was like, I just dared a whole bunch of Iris West fans or whatever to come at me, and I'm like, I don't know, man. That's not the smartest idea. That's also almost as bad as Olicity fans, but I think Iris fans are a little bit more toxic. From what I've seen, especially on Paige's channel. Jesus Christ, they're toxic. But, Jesus Christ, I am cold. I'm shivering like heck. Oh. Yeah, I think he could have survived. Yeah, I feel bad for Hartley, but I also feel bad for his castmates, especially Danielle. She said in her tweet, especially, her being a black woman, I can imagine how tough that is on her. Whether or not Hartley has changed, I just think that it's not a good position for anybody, especially not him, especially not his castmates, especially not people like me who are fans, someone like you who gets autographs and who can no longer get an autograph from Hartley. I don't know if you've had any bad experiences with Hartley, but not that he would, openly say, hey, can't autograph, I'm a racist, let me give you an autograph. But from what I've seen in interviews, he seems like a great guy. But then again, that's in front of cameras, so you see people in the flesh and with unscripted. She's a Disney star. The Iris stance attacked him last week, and that's why he deleted his account. But it wasn't until Sky went on a high hunt for racists this week. The Iris stance sent them after him. Oh, Jesus. Wow. I mean, I understand why Sky did it. I get it. Racists are bad people. I 100% agree there, and I'm not denying that. Like I said, I understand why he was fired, but then you screw over people like me and who like the show, and you don't even screw over me. That's not even the important part. That's not the relevant part. The relevant part is that he was racist and saying things like that. I'm just saying that from a business aspect, it made sense to fire him, but as a fan, it really sucks. I mean, for the show too, like Eric Wallace, he obviously, I'm pretty sure, had a say in firing him, but now he has to deal with writing his character and how he's going to keep him out of the show. But yeah, we'll see how they do that. Hartley was a class act to everyone I saw. Hartley freaking Sawyer. That's a shame. It really is. It's a damn shame. I would have loved to meet Hartley on set for a future Comic-Con or something, or not on set, on a panel for a Comic-Con and whatnot. That would have been a lot of fun, but we'll see. You think people should give Iris a chance, and do you think Legends doesn't lead towards DC stuff? I like Iris as a character. Not in between the back half of season 3 to season 5, I didn't think she was that great of a character. She didn't have any development. She didn't have a purpose. But season 6, she's been a great character in my opinion. I like Candace Patton as an actor. I don't know her as a person. I've never met her. Canada Grass has met her, so he knows all about Candace Patton. But as an actress, I'm judging her as an actress, and as a character, I like Candace Patton as an actress. I think she's a fantastic actress. I think she's a fantastic Iris. So I'm giving her a chance, and I'm glad I did. I think it's been great for the show, at least her character arc this past season, I should say, or going forward into season 7, but we'll see. And Legends, ever since season 3, and season 3 was good. I'll never forget that Bebo moment, and neither will Paigey. Other than some of the characters on the show, like Constantine and, well, can't say Adam anymore, but Constantine and Heatwave and, oh my god, are those the only OG characters left? And is Sarah Lance a character in the comics? I don't think she is. So the only OG DC characters we have left are Heatwave and Constantine. Wow. So in terms of leaning on DC stuff, no, I guess it hasn't been lately. Yeah, I agree. I think especially in season 4, the dynamic between Barry and Ralph, I almost said Hartley, but potato, it really developed. It was my favorite character arc of the season. Ralph became this stubborn, hot-headed a-hole in a lot of ways, into this developed, kind hero. And I think that kind of carried over to season 5 and season 6 when he's trying to redeem Sue, and it really sucks. I'm still having a hard time. I feel the way I feel right now is slightly worse than how I felt about Batwoman. No, that's not true, because I mean I don't know which one is worse. Batwoman. I mean, I think Batwoman is pretty worse. You're losing your main character, but I just love Ralph as a character. So I mean, both is extremely hard for me. I hope the show will not be closed. I like The Flash, and I don't want the TV series to end. As for Hartley, it's very hard to accept it, of course. No idea how they cut this storyline out of the series. We'll see how they do that. I'm very it's hard. I mean, the only other option I could see, if they want to keep his character on the show but not the actor, that way they could still do, because I still want Sue Dearborn or Sue Dibney, and without Ralph you can't really have that. I mean, that's what her and Ralph are like, the duo. They're the power couple. They're the, you know, I was looking forward to season 7 so much, with the Reverse Flash stuff, the Mirror Mistress stuff, the potential Cobalt Blue, potential Red Death, potential Godspeed, and potential Sue Dibney. So I lost one of the main things, but we'll see how they approach that in season 7. But like I said, maybe they do a face change or something, but we'll see. For Legends, they lean more on new characters now because it's cheaper for them. They don't have the rights to buy them. Yeah, that's right, because what was it that you said in your stream? We have more money than Legends does. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, Legends' budget is next to nothing compared to all the other TV shows. So, I mean, they're lucky they can use Constantine. But Legends, I think, stopped being really good. I love season 2 is my favorite season. The Legion of Doom and the cliffhanger they had, and the Justice Society in the beginning. I mean, obviously I love the Stargirl Justice Society loads more, but it was so cool to see them at the time. It was still like, oh my god, Hourman, oh my god, Stargirl. It was incredible, and I'll never forget that cliffhanger, because we got that cliffhanger right after the Flashpoint cliffhanger, and oh, those were the golden days. There was a White Canary in the comics, but not Sarah Lance. Yeah, I believe Sarah was an original character. Yeah, I knew White Canary's in the comics, but I knew Sarah was an original character. So in terms of original DC character, I mean, OG, you know, DC core characters, I think Heatwave and Constantine are the only ones left. How fast do you think Barry's going to be in season 7 when he makes his one Speed Force, and do you think him making a new Speed Force will change the color of his lightning? I don't think it'll change the color of his lightning. I don't think they want to spend time on changing all that color and editing and stuff. They already have a whole bunch of stock footage they use anyways. If they do the Rebirth route, Tyler knows a lot about this too. They might do like the whole Love Force, Sage Force, I think is one of them. There's like a whole bunch of forces in Rebirth. Strength Force, I believe is one of, oh god. Hulk Flash, what was it? Oh no. Oh, I'll never get that out of my head. Hulk Flash, look it up. It's Rebirth Hulk Flash. It's It's bad. So if they do that route, I mean, they can maybe change its color slightly, give it a slightly different tint, maybe, but I don't think they're going to change it to white or purple or blue or anything like that. But we'll see. I think they'll just give them new boots, and maybe the golden boots will tie into that. Maybe they'll throw in some white in the yellow, and maybe, I mean, that's how it is in the comics. It's like a mixture of yellow and white, so, and orange and white and yellow, but the comics Speed Force right now is very different from what we have right now. Yeah, basically Sage and Strength Force, and there was another, I think. Yeah, it was I got a Google machine right here. DC Rebirth Speed Forces. I know it's not Speed Forces, but might get a more accurate result. Tyler, do you have... Let me see. DC Rebirth Sage Force. Sage. Still the other one. Still Force. Still Force is the other Speed Force, I guess is the best way to put it. Oh yeah, Still Force. So yeah. So in terms, we already covered Hartley and Batwoman. So I think the only other thing to cover right now is mainly just channel stuff. So as I mentioned earlier, for those of you who are coming in now, I am in the process of moving twice. So it's been a very hard, difficult, stressful, but exciting and fun transition. And I have a whole jerry-rigged setup. I left my lights at home. Wasn't sure if I was going to be able to bring them just because I have very limited outlet and storage. So, I mean, they conveniently left the lamp here for me, so I'm lucky there's even light right now. But yeah, I will still be doing reaction videos, and it's just, luckily I'm not in a different time zone yet, so that won't affect videos too much, but we'll see. You ever wondered why the Arrow writers made Oliver and Felicity a couple instead of leading towards the comics? I have wondered about it, and I have cried over it, and I have ripped my hair out over it. But I think it's just mainly because of the fandoms. You have the Arrowverse fandom, you have the CW fandom, and then you have the comics fandom. And they want to find a nice blend in between all these fandoms. And Felicity was that fandom for the newly formed Arrowverse and the shippers and the CW verse and CW stands and all that, and I think they kind of grouped that demographic because if they had taken account our preference would be the comic accurate preference, we wouldn't have that Felicity issue. And I think Felicity as a character was great in season 1 and 2, but then they did way too much stuff with her, and well, we all know how season 4 turned out to be. What do you think about the season 6? Oh, Ralph was my favorite character. Ralph was definitely one of my favorite characters too. What did you think about the season 6 finale? I'm assuming you mean the season 6 finale of Flash, and I thought, I mean, it wasn't a finale to me. It didn't feel like a finale, but that's not the show's fault. That's not the writer's fault. That's not the showrunner's fault, because no one knew this pandemic was going to happen. Not me, not you, not them. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt for what it was and what we got. I thought it was a good send-off for the show. I think that Iris cliffhanger was really well done. I think that the way they wrote off and tied up loose ends while also opening up more ends for the future season is going to be a very interesting way to approach the beginning of season 7, whether that's with Godspeed, Red Death, all the Killer Frost stuff, the new Speed Force, obviously, the Mirror Master stuff. So we'll see. Black Hole. So it's going to be really interesting. Cosmic Dodges, yes, mine too sad. Do you think Godspeed will be as fast as he is in the comics? We'll see. I know all these guys are clones. For those of you who don't know who, correct me if I'm wrong in saying this, but Raijin, the god of lightning, is that his name? The god of lightning. I think he's going to be one of the big bads of season 7, being the puppet master, if you will. And I think that he's going to be, when Godspeed mentioned in the season 6 finale, when he said, was it the finale, or it was the episode before the finale? If you guys saw my reaction, I mentioned it, but I was like, did he say we deserve this speed? What? And I think that's who he was referencing, either all of his clones or Raijin. So I think it's gonna be something like that. But in terms of if he'll reach his true speed, if it's a clone, no, it's gonna be the core true Godspeed, and he will be the probably, hopefully, reach his max potential. I would like to see that, but we're gonna have to wait 6 months to find out. All right, have a good night. Gotta get back to my own work. Take care. All right, good night, Canada Grass. Thanks for watching. Good watching your stream too. Take care. It was because Mark caved to all the toxic Elicity shippers on Tumblr. Mark Guggenheim. Mark Guggenheim and I, we're like besties on Twitter. Truth be no, we're not. I've talked to him a few times on Twitter, very briefly, but he seems like a cool guy. He, I think he has made some mistakes. Season 4 of Arrow, but I think he's done a lot of good with this, not just this show, but the Arrowverse as a whole. I mean, this guy gave us Crisis on Infinite Earth. Like, if that was not the best apology for Arrow Season 4, I don't know what will be. I love Mark Guggenheim as a showrunner for all these shows. I think he was great, and I think the best showrunners and producers make mistakes, and I think Mark Guggenheim is no exception to this. But that doesn't stop him from being as great as he can be, and as great as he is, as great as he was. But he did that was one of his faults, caving into the Elicity people on Tumblr. Do you think Killer Frost will take over as Ralph's spot? Eventually, maybe. She is, I know did she already have her baby? I think she did have her baby. It depends on how long she's gonna be on. I mean, if the show start filming in August, she might still on baby leave. I don't know if she'll still be on baby leave, because she's had her baby for a few months now. So, let's see, that's a few months. So we'll see. And as whether she'll take over her spot, I don't know. Like I said, we'll see. Ralph was a very different character. Caitlin was a scientist. Ralph was more of a... What was Ralph? Ralph was just Ralph. See, that's the problem with losing Ralph Dibny on the show. Ralph is Ralph, and you can't replace Ralph. I hope they recast August Hart, because I wasn't a fan of the Season 5 Godspeed. I don't think we got enough of the Season 5 Godspeed, and they already did recast him. It was the guy in the Season 6, well, actually, it was just one episode, I believe, the premiere. I think he's going to be the new August Hart, because, well, I mean, he's a clone, he said, or they said that's the 6th one, so we'll see what they do. Yes, her baby was born in March. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and it was Melissa. Melissa's pregnant, not, she hasn't had her baby yet. I know 2 people are pregnant, I just forgot Melissa was. Alright, I think I'm going to end the stream here in like 5 minutes, so if you guys have any other questions. But yeah, I know this stream is very messy, but I wanted to do something real quick just because I was planning on posting a video today, but I had to get everything set up. But I got it all set up, so Stargirl reaction tomorrow. Also, there's people sleeping, so I don't want to, like I said, that's why I'm not talking that loud. There will be better lighting and all that when I do this throughout the day, but it's 10:30 at night right now, so... Ralph is the detective of the team. He is the detective of the team, but I think so was Sherlock. And, well, I mean, they did kind of tag team, didn't they? They did kind of kick Cicada's butt, and like, well, I mean, they did kind of figure out who he was real quick, but then, oh god, Cicada was... God, you know what, let's just not talk about Flash Season 5. It is like my Arrow Season 4. I really didn't like Flash Season 5, and I'm glad I didn't react to it, because... it wouldn't have been worth it. I mean, Reverse Flash stuff was great, don't get me wrong. I did react to the finale, but, oh, Season 5. Well, we might see Sue Dibney. Cosmic. It's definitely still a possibility. It just depends on if they recast him or if they completely get rid of him from the show. Do you think we will see Nora in season 7? That depends on Jessica Parker Kennedy's schedule, and if they want her back in the show. They already have so much going on right now with Mirror Master, potentially Raijin, potentially Godspeed, potentially Cobalt Blue, potentially Red Death. I mean, that's already a lot, so throwing Nora in there is going to be pretty difficult. I would love to see Nora. I think giving Nora more screen time would be great. She was wiped from existence, though, so we have to keep that in mind. It could be a different version of her. There was Crisis. There is now a different multiverse, so, I mean, I do understand that. And I do think that maybe they could introduce Bart. Tyler and I have really wanted this, to just Bart be the cliffhanger, and I would love him to be the cliffhanger of season 7, like, hey, Granddad, or Don, those are his kids, not his grandkids, but still, it'd be great. I mean, Reverse Flash did tease it. He was like, Don, right? Did you hear the rumors of Tom leaving the Flash? I did hear those rumors, and Canada Grass was talking to me about this. He said the likelihood of that happening is very, 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 very slim. He thinks that the more likely option for a cast member to leave is Carlos. So we might be losing Carlos, but after losing Ralph, I don't know how they're going to address that. I don't know how they're going to go forward, but I don't think Tom Cavanaugh's leaving the show anytime soon, especially if they want to use Reverse Flash. But Carlos is something we have to prepare for. That's going to break my heart. I don't want to lose Carlos. Do you think we will see... Oh, wait. Do you want Lex Luthor to be the main villain again in Season 6? I'm assuming you mean a Supergirl. I think he already is the main villain, though. I think that Leviathan was the villain of Season 5. Lex Luthor was just, again, the man behind the scenes. Agent Liberty and... not Martian Manhunter. Manchester Black. And who was the back half of season? Was it just Red Daughter were kind of the villains of the season, and Lex Luthor was just pulling the strings. But I think season 6, he doesn't have that curtain anymore. He is stepping in front of the curtain. I think that the season 6 villain is probably mainly going to be Lex Luthor. He won't be the guy behind the curtains. He won't be the mastermind. He will be the guy. He will be the mastermind of his own plan versus moving pawns around, if that makes sense. So I would love to see him again. I mean, I love John Cryer's Lex Luthor. I didn't at first, but he grew on me like that. So I would love it. Do you think we will see Vibe in season 7? Cisco, yes. Vibe, maybe. They kind of wrote Vibe off of the show. I mean, the superhero aspect back in season 5, and then they brought him back in season 6 for Crisis. So bringing him back again would be a little. I want Vibe back. I really do. I really like Vibe, but then you have all these superheroes on the show, so we'll see. I don't think he's going to come back, though. I think that Vibe coming back for Crisis was the last time we're going to see him for at least a long time, unless we time travel or go to a different timeline or a different universe. It seems to me that if they take another actor to Ralph's place, then it will most likely depend on the actress who plays Sue Dearborn, because she has to act in film with him to play all kinds of love scenes. That's true. I know they do screen tests when they cast people, so that's going to be something they're going to have to consider. But we'll see if they recast. That's definitely something they're going to have to talk to the actress about and make sure she's comfortable with that. But man, losing Hartley, it just it still hurts. I was going to address this in my Stargirl video, but I just had to say something now. There are talks of a possible Flash star. I'll answer like 5 more, and then I think I'm gonna call it. There are talks of a possible Flash Stargirl crossover. Would you? Yeah. I mean, I said that in my oh, what was it? My episode 2 reaction to Stargirl. It looks like someone's standing right outside my door. I'm just gonna ignore them. um, I think the Flash going on Stargirl would be a much better idea because the budget for the lightning and the effects would be so good. But then taking Stargirl and putting her on the Flash, the effects are going to look really cheesy and really bad from what we're used to. So I hope Flash goes to Stargirl. That's my hope. Please, Flash and Stargirl, or Stargirl and Supergirl. One of the two, because they can't really do Batwoman anymore. And she said she wanted to do a crossover with Supergirl, so I'd be down. There are talks of a possible Flash. Who is your favorite villain in the Flash? Reverse Flash. Easily Reverse Flash. No. Apartment 4. Apartment 4 was my favorite villain of the Flash season. All of them. Apartment 4 was definitely the scariest villain we've ever had. Next to Apartment 5, when Mariris kicked Barry out. But Apartment 4, definitely the scariest. But next to Reverse Flash and Zoom are close second and third. Do you like Ultron in Age of Ultron? I like his look. I like the voice actor, but I think he acted too goofy sometimes. I think he was too funny. And I think that was a problem with the Avengers movie sometimes Avengers Age of Ultron. There was too much humor sometimes, and it kind of took away from the intimidating aspect of it. Like, Infinity War was a funny movie at many times, and so was Endgame. I laughed so many times in those movies, but I still teared up. I still got scared. I still, got white-knuckled with my, I saw the movie with you, Tyler, but for those of you who didn't obviously see it with me, that movie was absolutely fantastic, and I think those movies knew how to balance comical villains and serious villains and put them together. And Thanos did have a funny lines, but he wasn't trying to be funny. Like when Scarlet Witch says when she's like, she said, "You took everything from me," and he's like, "I don't even know who you are." That was funny, but he wasn't trying to be funny. So I think that was a perfect way to balance that out. And I think Ultron was just funny, and that was weird for me. I mean, he did kind of kill all the Avengers in the comics, so. Do you think it's possible for them to move? This will probably be my last question. Do you think do you think it's possible for them to move the Arrowverse shows to either DC or HBO Max? Personally, I think it'd be very beneficial because of the high budget for those shows. Yes, I do think it would be very beneficial, and I would love it. But there's two problems with that. A, DC Universe isn't going to be around for much longer. They just got rid of DC Daily, so don't be surprised if you hear in the next few weeks or maybe a month or two. And oh my god, this light is hurting my eyes. I miss my lighting. I just got good lighting too. I feel so bad for you guys. But oh my god, So this is what it's like to be blind. Noted. But where was I lost my train of thought. Yeah, the high budget would be great. We'd probably have fewer episodes if that were the case, but it'd be on HBO Max, not DC Universe. I don't think that's going to be around for much longer, but we'll see. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to call it there. Or you know what, I'll answer these last three. After Tyler's last one, I'm going to call it. So where was I? I like Reverse Flash, but I'll stab Tarneva. I think she'll bring a lot of trouble to the team. I think so too, but she's going to be defeated. They already showed that in the synopsis. And I think Savitar had the potential to be one of the greatest villains if they had developed him more and if they had revealed his identity earlier. I mean, we already knew it. We were just waiting for confirmation, essentially. Do you think the comedy of aspect of the Flash would be gone if Carlos left? Yeah, if Carlos left the Flash, I think a lot of the comical aspects of it would be gone, but Grant Gustin's a very funny actor. I went to the bar to go get chicken wings. Freaking amazing. One of the most iconic Flash scenes, and that was from one of the worst. No, season 4 was okay, but one of the worst episodes for sure. And Grant Gustin's a phenomenal actor, and he can be funny. But yeah. Do you think sometimes the MCU takes their comedy too far? Yeah, they did that with Ultron, and I think too far. I think that's I don't know what's the phrase I'm looking for. I think they're too generous with it. I think is the best way to say it. Infinity War and Endgame were the perfect embodiment of how to balance out a really dark story with very lighthearted moments. I mean, the end of Endgame when Tony Stark had just died, you see Thor, doing the of course you're the leader, of course, and that whole banter between them, and it was freaking hilarious. And but then when you rewatch stuff like Age of Ultron and the original Avengers, which were great movies, 10 out of 10s for me. I mean, they aren't 10 out of 10 movies, but they're 10 out of 10s to me because as a comic book fan, I love them, and that's all that matters to me. So too far, maybe not, but whether they're too generous at times, definitely. But they have gotten better. They have gotten a lot better. But yeah, hello, Lucid Dreams. I think I'm gonna call it. I should go to bed, and I've probably been already pretty too loud. I mean, it is 12:45 over or 10:45 over here. But thanks guys for tuning into my very first live stream. Again, our live stream. I'm sorry if it was lighting's weird, audio's weird. I'm talking low to be courteous to the other people in the hotel, but it still seems like someone's standing outside my door. If I get murdered tonight, I'll still react to Stargirl from the Great Beyond, from Earth -10. Earth Apartment 4. But guys, thanks so much for watching, and although I can't do a cool green screen effect and speed out of here, good night, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys sometime in the next one.